Yes. Yeah. Good evening, all. So myself, I'm Vijay. Like I hold 20 plus years of experience, which includes nearly 10 plus years of experience in this Python environment. My experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django-based applications. I'm well versed with implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, Matplotlib, right? Yes. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes. Yeah. Can anyone please confirm me? Is my voice clear to all? Is my screen visible to all? Right? Yes. Fine. Yeah, I got some confirmations. Thank you. So as part of today's demo, I'll be covering the following things. Right? I'll be giving some time for you at the end of the session for asking your general queries. So just understand this. Why Python? Already we've got many other programming languages like Python, sorry, like Java, many other programming languages. Why again Python is required? And that too, Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. It was introduced in the year 1989. But why all of a sudden Python is suddenly super popular? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? And who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python? We have got any prerequisites? Means there are no prerequisites for learning Python. Anyone can update with Python. The Python statements look like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming languages, right? So just I will demonstrate by taking some code or a task, and I'll implement that in multiple programming languages. You can just check how simple the Python statements as compared with other language, right? You can compare coding wise, length wise, complexity wise. You can check how simple the Python statements as compared with other programming languages. And how Python was built, and how Python was derived by taking the features from different other programming languages. Has taken some features from one programming, some other features from other programming. In this way, from multiple programming languages, the features were taken, right? And Python was built. That's the reason we call Python as a hybrid language. And what are the real-time applications of Python? Means before you update with any technology, you need to understand what kind of applications are getting developed by using Python. Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications? And Python usage, who are using Python today? Top most applications built using Python, and with that applications built using Python features as compared with other programming languages, which you won't see the features which you won't see in other programming languages, which are explicitly which are included in Python. And Python comparison with other programming languages, and why Python is suddenly super popular. What are the various reasons which makes it super popular today? And it is Python is the mostly used or widely used programming language today in implementing different domains of different high-end technologies like data science with Python, like big data, like Spark with Python, writing automation scripts with Python, right? So today, if you see in most of the high-end technologies, they are getting implemented using Python, right? The usage of Python has increased a lot, and that too, Python is the number one ranked programming language today with diversified number of applications creations. At the end of the session, I'll be showing you. I'll open Google and show you, right? The popularity of Python today, the number one ranked programming language today, the jobs for Python today, and the job for Python frameworks, right? That everything I'll be opening Google and show you, right? Yes. Python scope and job market. What is the current job market of Python and what is the scope of Python in the coming years? Everything I'll be discussing. And also what are the various AI tools used for Python? Everything will be discussed, right, as part of this course. And also the various features of Python, everything I'll be discussing, like object oriented, procedural oriented, scripting, modular programming, all the features will be discussed in this course. And starting with why Python. So why Python? Just one by one I'll be briefly discussing, right? Python. I define Python in 5 lines. I define Python in 5 lines. First is general purpose programming. General purpose programming. Before Python, if you heard, there were some programming languages. If you are aware about the programming languages before Python means 1989, Python was introduced. So we have got some programming languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL. These programming languages, we call them as purpose-based languages. These programming languages, we call them as purpose-based languages. Purpose-based languages means they are used for a particular purpose. They are used for a particular purpose, right? Not for all the purposes, for a particular purposes. Like Pascal, this Pascal used for complicated mathematical applications, Fortran for business applications, okay, Fortran for, okay, but mathematical applications, and COBOL for business applications. For scientific applications, for mathematical applications, and for business applications. They are used for a particular purpose, not for all the purposes. But a language, understand, a language which is suitable for developing, which is suitable for developing any kind of applications, right? Such a language, we call it as such a language. We call it as general purpose programming. We call it as general purpose programming. So Python is such a kind where we can develop any kind of applications. Example of this is Python, like Python used for any kind of applications creations, like automation applications, web applications, animation applications, graphical applications, desktop applications, embedded applications, networking applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications you can create today by using Python, right? So it's a general purpose programming. Python is what? A general purpose programming. Okay. It has got multiple programming features. Python has got multiple programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages, all the features you can see in Python. I already said it has taken features from different programming languages and it was built. That's why we call it as hybrid language. Python is a high level language. What do you mean by high level? Here also you can see two types of languages here. Two types of languages. Understand here? Two types of languages. What are the two types of languages? Low level languages and high level languages. And secondly, high level languages. Low level languages, example of low level languages like assembly level language, machine level languages, we say. Assembly level language or machine level languages, we say. These languages, firstly, they are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. They are not human understandable. Secondly, they are not portable. They cannot be carried. They cannot be carried from system to system. That means the code. They are not portable. And machine dependent. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. The machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardwares and all the operating system. But high level languages like Python high level language like Python, they are easily understandable. They are human understandable. One second. Just a second. Okay. They're human understandable. Just I'll cap. Easily understandable. They look like normal English statements. They're portable. They can be carried from one system to other system. And machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Human understandable, portable, and machine independent. They can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Okay, two types of languages. Python is in high level. Right. Next, Python is an interpreted language, interpretation language. Here also you can see two categories of languages. Here also you can see two categories. We can see like the compilation languages. Compilation languages and interpretation languages you can see. Compilation and interpretation. Compilation example, compilation interpretation, right? Yes. Example of compilation. C, C++. Example. Interpretation. Python is an interpretation. What is the difference between compilation interpretation? Means very simple. If you have got some lines of code, think that you got some 10 lines of code. Here in case of compilation, entire code executes at once. Entire code executes at once and displays the errors, if any. 2 errors or 5 errors like that. But in the case of interpretation, line by line execution, statement by statement, statement by statement. If any error here, it won't execute. If you got error in this particular line, it won't execute the remaining statement. So interpretation, line by line execution, which makes debugging easy. User friendly programming or programmer friendly programming. User friendly programming or programmer friendly, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like a normal English statements. Okay, Python is a general purpose, multi-programming features it has got, high-level language, interpreted language, user-friendly programming, right? Yes. Okay, just a second. So Python is general purpose, multi-programming, high-level language, interpretation language, user-friendly programming, right? Yes. Okay. Now, Python has got multiple programming features. Python has got multiple programming features. Right? Python has what programming features? It has got, so here you will see some technical words or technical terms. Not a worry, everything we will be discussing as part of our course. Like procedural oriented programming. Procedural oriented programming has got like procedural oriented programming like C language. Python has got a procedural oriented programming features like C language. It has got object oriented programming features. It has got like object oriented programming features like C++ and Java. Like C++ and Java. It has got scripting features. It has got scripting features like shell script, Linux shell script, right? Shell script, like scripting features. It has got scripting features. Like shell script. It has got the features of modular programming features. Modular programming features like modulo 3. Procedural oriented programming, object oriented programming, scripting and modular programming, just like C language, like C++, like Java, like modular 3, you can develop different varieties of applications in Python. Once again, I say for learning Python, there is no prerequisites. It doesn't mean that you need to have knowledge on C or C++ or Java. Nothing, no prerequisites. But you can develop applications similar to all this. So because of this multiple programming features, we call Python as a hybrid language. The two major programming languages which are used for enterprise applications creations today. Python and Java are the two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creation. Right? Yes. But Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted. Yes. But Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming. Without object-oriented programming, they cannot write a single program or application, right? So without a class and without object, you cannot write any Java application or program. Okay, but in Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, you can develop different varieties of applications. And scripting, Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries. And Python is super popular today because of this modular programming features. Python is super popular today because of this modular programming, because of 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments. Whatever environments you are from, Python is providing modules for each and every environment. If you're from data science or big data testing or for database, any environment, Python has got a module using which we can work it. Modules consist of built-in functions. Using that functions, you can perform with the operations. No need to write huge codings in Python. Some of those examples, like it has got modules for various, like for data science, for big data. See, Python has got, if I talk about these modules, so for data science, it has got separate modules, 10 to 15 modules Python is providing for data science environment. Separate modules like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, CP, Scikit-learn, TensorFlow. In this way, Python providing different modules for data science. Even for big data, it is providing. For big data, like it has got Spark with Python, right? Yes, separate modules. And even for testing or for test cases or for for testing and for networking applications. For networking applications, right, separate framework itself Python is providing for networking side, right? separate framework itself it is providing, not only modules, right? And for operating system kinds of activities, for OS operating system kinds of activities, the name of the module itself is OS. We can perform different OS related operations. And for each and every database, for example, Python, it wants to connect with Oracle. It's very simple Python to connect with Oracle and work with all that SQL kind of operations without, see, just by writing Python code, I can create a table in database. Without, by writing Python code only, I can insert data. I can remove data by writing Python code. So I can remove, drop a table, right? All these things. For this, CX underscore Oracle is the module using which we can easily connect with Oracle for every database, not only for this, for MySQL, Python as, but it is not as complex as other programming languages connecting with the database. So here using this module and with that connecting details, it is very simple. You can connect just a 2 minutes discussion, finding the username and password and the module, right? That's enough. Even for SQL Server, the name of the module, PyODBC. PyODBC is the module. Not only for this, right? Even for each and every file format, Python is providing module with using which we can easily read data. For Excel, we can create Excel workbook. We can create Excel sheets within that Excel file, right? By writing Python code itself. Many modules like Excel RD, Excel SX Writer, Open PyExcel. In this way, many modules available. Not only for that, for comma separated values, the name of the module itself is CSV. For even JSON files, the name of the module itself is JSON. And for XML files, for PDF files, and for mathematical operations, the name of the module itself is math. And for statistical operations, for statistics, and also apart from this, for PDF, for mathematical operations, for statistics, for generating graphs, any types of graphs, normal graphs, bar graphs, histogram, scatter plot, stack plot, pie graph, any types of graphs we can generate in a simple way using Python. Just I'll show you some examples at how simple generating graphs in Python without, see, I'll just explain you that graphs you can easily understand without any knowledge in Python. You will be understanding 100%, right? They look like normal English statements. In this way, thousands of modules, 89,300 modules for different environments Python is providing. Yes. Not only this, right? If you see, if you update with any technology, you need to know what kind of applications are getting developed. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are getting developed today by using Python? Python mostly used in developing web application. Lot of web applications are getting developed, right? You may ask immediately, like from last 20-25 years, Java, .NET, all these are mostly preferred in developing web applications. Why again Python today? Python has got a framework called Django framework. Using this Django at a rapid speed, you can develop a web application. That too with very less coding. That too with simple syntaxes. Many flexible features provided by it. Even it has got its own database like SQLite, free database. Even you can connect with any other databases. It has got its own application server. So many flexible features provided. Even the Django is the most popular framework, flexible framework for Python for interactive web applications creations with very less code, and also for today, like for automation applications, right? Yes. For using technologies like data science, using technologies like IoT, using technologies like DevOps, right? Right. For automation applications, for example, IoT, Internet of Things. It is a physical network or device embedded with software, sensors, and electronics for exchanging data, collecting data, and controlling the things from the place where you are, right? So here 90% of the coding it's written in Python. It's simple way you can say electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other. Data science, here everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data or data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clustering, data recommendations, pattern matching. Blend of techniques you can perform, right? The main technique we see here, right? ML, ML, machine learning, right? Many ML techniques like regression, classification, clustering, recommendations. For all these techniques to implement, you require a language. To code, you require a language. So Python is the mostly preferred or mostly used programming language for implementing this ML, machine learning, deep learning, and AI, right? Java is never preferred for this data science or this machine learning or deep learning applications. And for DevOps, we write many automation scripts using Python. I said Python is one of the best scripting language, many libraries towards the scripting. And also one more major area like big data, Python is mostly preferred. Like you see, like you should have seen KBs of data, MBs of data you should have seen, GBs you should have seen, terabytes you should have seen. But today data is generating in petabytes. Petabytes means 1 petabyte equal to 1024 TBs. Already 1 TB is a large storage unit. But for this petabytes of data storage, for this petabytes of data, right? We have got many tools like big data tools available, like big data. If you have heard about Hadoop, Spark, very for storing huge data and for processing huge data, especially Spark, very high speed processing technology implemented using Python. We say like PySpark. So apart from this, even for scientific applications, like we have got CP, Python is providing, and for numerical analysis, right? Yes. For numerical analysis, we have got NumPy, and for graphical user interface or for animations, right? For graphical user interface or for animations, we got TK Inter, we got TK Inter and PyQt are some examples of it. And apart from this, one more major area where Python is mostly preferred. Like once again, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear and audible?
Yeah, your voice is clear and audible. So, what are these distinctive? Are these tools?
See, this TK Inter is a module. It's a model given by Python for developing graphical kind of applications. Graphical
No,
applications,
is
patience,
it
isn't it? And PyQt also
like
for that.
Eclipse or
So it is
am
going to
I
provide.
audible?
Yes, your voice is too low. Can you please raise your voice?
Yeah.
So Python is providing many modules, right,
What
for every.
exactly this actually are these tools like Eclipse? By using that, we are writing any codes over there. Right?
Yes,
Is
yes,
that
yes, yes. These things. See,
am
for
I
example, very, very, very simple. Very simple. I'll give an example, right? For example, okay, if you want to, for example, you're asking what are these modules, right? With providing many built-in functions which using which you can easily generate a graph. So for generating a normal graph, plot function is given for plotting a normal graph. BAR function for bar graph. HIST for generating histogram. And for pie graph, in this way, functions are available. These functions you can use directly, the graph will be generated. For example, in a simple way, for example, I want to find square root, just I want to find square root of a number. So we have got a model called math. So first we will say import that module. Within that module, we have got like function like square root is available. Many functionalities like mathematical. If you want square root of 16, that's it. It gives the output 4. So this is math is one of the module I'm saying. Within that, you got many functions like square root, sine, cos, tan, and power. In this way, many are there, many functions. We can make use of that functions. How to get the help on this particular module, how we can see the properties on this, how we can import, how we can reload. All these things I will be discussing in this course. How to work with the modules. In that, how to get that functions within that, properties within that, how to make use of those. You don't need to write huge codings here. In this way,
I understand, but to use those modules, we need some platform, right? Where is that platform? Is that platform is Tinker? By using that platform, that tool, a
so
developer tool,
using
going
one
uh,
second, using TK Inter is also such kind. Using that, we can create many graphical components. We can create many graphical components, right? And even, for example, for creating graphical applications, or even if you want to create some labels, buttons, checkboxes, radio buttons, all this you can create using TK Inter for developing your applications. Okay, and PyQt also for this, for animations, right? Many events you can generate. And also for game development also, if you are choosing a career like a game development, many games are getting developed today by using Python, single user, multi-user, online games, right? Especially for game development also, Python is providing a framework like a Pygame. So just like how we got for web applications creations, right? We got a framework like Django. For networking applications, we have got a framework like to Twisted Python. Here also for game development, a framework. It is providing many flexible features. Like Pygame is one of the framework where Python is providing. PyCara is another framework. And for 3D games like PySci, it is providing. So in this way, many frameworks provided by Python for developing game development. So you need to explore it. I'm not saying like 89,300 modules are there. That doesn't mean that you need to have the knowledge about all this. Daily, if you learn one module also, 89,300 days it requires for you. It doesn't mean, and I mean not to have the knowledge about all those modules, depending upon your domain. You want to learn Python for what? For data science, the domain specific models are there that you'll be exploring, like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. For big data environment, for testing, only the domain specific models you'll be exploring. So for exploring how to use them, how to work with that, how to use that modules, how to work with the modules, and how to load them, different ways of importing, how to get the help on it, everything we'll be learning in this course. So only the domain specific models you'll be exploring, right? It doesn't mean that you need to have the knowledge about all the models. For database people, you'll be exploring these modules. And for working with the files, these modules. For data science, modules are there. For big data, Python has got models. For every environment, it has got modules, I'm saying. And these are the applications you can create using Python. And also for testing or for test cases. And for scheduling tasks, and for software development, and also for business applications, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce websites. And one of these like database applications, Python can connect with any database. Yes, without database there is no web applications. And also for web scraping, for scraping the data, for extracting data from different websites, Python has got models provided like URL lib, BS4, beautiful super. Yes. So people who wants to go to the particular who are using these things in your projects, right, will be importing these modules. In that, many built-in functions are there, right, where you can make use of it. Not only for this computer applications, for electronics, civil, for other environments also, Python is providing modules. CAD for 3D CAD applications, and for embedded systems, for embedded applications, The most famous embedded application like Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computation. And also for audio video applications, many audio and video applications are getting developed using Python. Even people who go for Python full stack, right? In that I'll be discussing some audio video applications, how we can develop using Python. Right? And also for computer vision, for face. See, most of these people from MTech or like BTech, they develop many projects using Python, right? Like most of the projects today, like face detections, object detections, color detections, like computer vision, right? Implemented using Python. And also for robotics with Python, if you've got knowledge on this robotics with Python, you can see great salary packages available. For data analysis using Python, we have got like numerical Python, NumPy, Pandas for data analysis, for data manipulations, for desktop applications, single user console applications. So in this way, many applications, I said Python is for general purpose, not for a particular purpose. Any kind of applications you can develop today. And also, who are using Python? Which companies are using Python? Who are using Python today? Topmost applications built using Python, built using a Python, right? Yes. Google is one of the best example, right? For Python web application. YouTube, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Facebook built using Python. Instagram built using Python. Uber pricing algorithm implemented using Python and ML. Other applications like if you heard like Quora, Reddit, which are using Python, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox. The popular OTT platform like Netflix using Python for its security automation and for subscription related things, right? MMOG, massively multiplayer online games. Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python. iRobot for military and commercial operations. Apart from that, like for hardware testing purpose, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they are using Python for hardware testing purpose. You can just open Chrome and say, right? You can just open Chrome, you can just open Google, right? And that you can check applications developed using Python. Applications developed using Python, right? You can see Instagram, Dropbox, Reddit, mobile app, Uber, Spotify, Pinterest, business, 15 more, right? YouTube, you can see all this. YouTube, Quora, desktop, web development, data science, software, all these things, right? Applications developed using Python. And from the discussions what we had till now, right? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Means Python was introduced in the year 1989. Okay. But even if you come up to like 2010, nobody knows that there was a programming language like Python. But all of a sudden, why Python is suddenly super popular? Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. See, many models were introduced. I said thousands of models it has got. Today, if you see the talk of the industry like data science, machine learning, DL, AI, all this, they are never implemented using Java programming. Python is the mostly chosen. Even for high-end like data engineering, also totally it deals with Python programming only. If you go for Spark, PySpark, right? Okay, so here most of the programmers are developers are attracted towards Python because of its very less coding. Because of its very less coding, not only coding, right? Simple syntaxes given by Python looks like normal English statements, and multi-programming features. Multi-programming features. What all the features we see in different other programming languages we see here in Python, because of which we call Python as a hybrid language. And if we see interactive mode given by Python, this kind of interactive mode. Interactive mode means just like how you interact with your friends, like with message, right? The same way you can interact with Python. For each and every statement you type, you will get response from it. For example, in the bottom search panel, I'm typing cmd to go to the command prompt. Within this, I already have Python in my system. If I type Python and say enter, Python version will be displayed. Python interpreter, you can see the Python interpreter, right? Yes. Check it once. Three arrow symbols. Can you see? Can you see three arrow symbol? 1 second. Any valid Python statements you can type. Any valid Python statements you can type. Is my voice too low? Is my voice too low? Can you please confirm? Is it audible or is it too low? Is it fine and audible to all? Try to confirm me once again, right? Is my voice fine? Okay, fine, thank you. So here, any valid statements, for example, I'm asking what is 3 plus 5? It gives the response, Python. 23 into 34, I'm saying. X as 10, I'm giving. Y as 4, I'm giving. I'm asking what is X? What is Y? What is X plus 5? No need to define data types here in Python. Dynamic data types in Python. If based upon what value you are assigning, based on that, the variable gets created. Explicitly, like other programming, don't say int X, float Y, like that. If you're assigning a float value, float variable creates. If you're assigning an integer value, integer variable creates. If you're assigning a string value, string variable creates dynamically. Not like other programming like int X, float Y, or string, no need to provide. Like I say X into Y, X into 2, X by 2, X square means 10 square, this is X equal to hello. In this way, you can interact. X into 3 prints hello for 3 times, X into 5 hello for 5 times. Okay, in this way, any valid statements you can type and you can interact. Okay, fine, quit it, come out of this. So in this way, interactive mode given by Python. Wide varieties of applications. Just now I was talking about wide varieties of applications we are developing using Python. Many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries. 89,300 inbuilt modules. Just a second, 1 second. Okay, fine. So these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Very less coding, simple syntaxes, multi-programming features, interactive mode, wide varieties of applications, many built-in libraries, thousands of modules it is providing, right? Yes. Okay. So Python is the #1 ranked programming with a diversified number of applications creations. I'll just open and show you, right? Okay, just check it here. Popular coding language, I'm saying popular coding language. You can see this popular coding language, right? You can see it here. The most popular programming languages determined by various factors. So Python, Python is widely recognized for its versatility and readability, right? And if you see the more results for it, you can see this some more results. Number one, most popular programming languages. Can you see this? Python remains the most popular. Most popular programming languages. Can you see Python mostly used? Next comes Java, JavaScript. Even people who go for Python full stack, JavaScript also I'll be discussing. Most in demand programming languages, Python, Java, JavaScript. PC of 2025, most popular programming language of 2025, Python, Java, and JavaScript. Yes. Even if you see the ranking, emerging programming languages by popularity, Python stands first. Next comes Java and other things. Ranking, you can see ranking wise also. Can you see rank 1 for Python, 2 for Java, JavaScript and other things, right? Yes. Here you can see rank 1 Python, rank 2 Java, rank 3 C, right? So here Python can develop all kind of applications, but there is also, you can say, I'm not saying Java is bad. Both Java and Python are the most mostly used programming languages today. But one thing, what Python can do, cannot develop is very less used in mobile applications. Can you see Java? You can see a mobile symbol, but for Python, you cannot see this mobile symbol here. Python very less used in mobile applications. That is one limitation. Remaining that any other applications we can create using Python. And also you can see like the usage of different programming languages. Mhm. Can you see a big graph here? Python, can you see here a big one, a big circle for Python? Next is Java. Python 30%, Java 22%, C++ 13%, right? Even if you see the jobs for Python, right? You can see the various jobs. You can see Python jobs, you can say Python jobs, type the jobs for Python, you can see like 1,94,000 Python openings. Not only this, right? Even if you want to go for Python frameworks job, people might be knowing Python, but who knows a framework like Django framework, Django jobs, if I say people, no one knows Django framework, means very less people know. Even if you less command on that, like 3,000, see like thousands of jobs. So here 3,000 Django job vacancies in October, sorry, 31,000 Django job vacancies in October 2025, right? Yes. People might be knowing, but framework of Python like Django, right? Even they know also they doesn't have full command on this framework. So as part of the course, we'll be discussing in brief point to point many applications will be developing using Java frame. People who wants to go for only Python core and advanced, you can go for that. Or people who wants to go for total Python package, total Python like full stack, including the frameworks and UI technologies, all this, right? So as part of this course, right, you can see the course content, what I'll be discussing, basic to advanced level, like Python basics, Python operations, operators in Python, Python IDEs, different like on the other training sites, like not on a single IDE, I'll be discussing different IDEs of Python, like PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, VS Code, like in this way, like Anaconda, Prompt, and Navigator, flow control statements, looping statements, strings in Python, collections, lists, tuple sets, dictionaries. Here just only the headings are given. In brief we'll be discussing, right? Functions in Python, modules in Python, packages in Python, errors and exception handling, file handling in Python, object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions, database connectivity, Python date and time module, operating system module, advanced concepts like iterator, generator, closures, decorators, web scraping, graphic programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to this data science, Python pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, and matplotlib. Especially if you got these three modules, even if you can check in other training sites as compared with this, right? These are the important libraries. See that they discuss about this pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib. So these are the important libraries. Like even if you got knowledge on this pandas, NumPy, and matplotlib libraries, you can see like thousands of jobs available. Just you can check here. Just check it that Google NumPy, pandas, and matplotlib jobs. You can see 1,84,799 NumPy job vacancies, and also you can see like jobs for this 31,000 Python, NumPy, pandas, and here lakhs of jobs for Python, NumPy jobs. Right? So here also this matplotlib, NumPy, and pandas. Right? This 30 topics in brief for Python core in advance I'll be discussing. Apart from that, people who wants to go for Python full stack, total Python package like Django framework with many applications will be developing, like around 15 applications I'll be showing you during this course. And UI technologies, the prerequisites like HTML in brief, CSS in brief, JavaScript, and MySQL, right? So you can just observe here. 1 second. Python core and advanced around 60 to 70 hours I'll be discussing. 2 months, around 2 months, 5,000 is the course fee for it. Apart from this, people who wants to go for Python full stack, you'll be getting knowledge on this UI technologies and HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap. The Django framework, around 15 applications. One more framework, Flash framework, I'll be discussing for this batch. MySQL and a project. So from these topics 2 to 6, these also I'll be spending around 70 hours, around 2 months. 7,000 is the course fee for it. Python for 70 hours, frameworks for 70 hours, totally 140 hours for it. 2 months for Python, 2 months for this frameworks, only 4 months. 5,000 for if you're going separately, 5 months for 5,000 for this, 7,000, this 12,000. But if you are taking the entire package with single payment, it is 10,000. Let me make it clear about the timings of this batch. So for the first 1 week, I'm making it clear before you go with the payment process. First 1 week it will be at 7 p.m. At later after 1 week it will be at 8 p.m. Right? I'm making it clear about the timings of this before you go. And offerings from my side, you'll be getting each and every session videos. Even if you miss any session or couple of sessions because of some job timings or ill health, you can go to the videos and attend the next session for better understanding. Soft copy of these class notes, assignments and tasks to work with to build some confidence, right? By building your writing your own code. A WhatsApp group will be created from my end to have direct interaction with me, right? If you get any errors, you can take snaps of it and post in the group. Anybody can answer. I'll be answering. Resumes and interview questions, live interactive hands-on sessions, right? Wherever that installations, or even if you want to do the task parallel along with me, you can do it. 300 plus code examples in Python, 15 plus applications in framework. Along, these are the offerings from my side. Along with this, DurgaSoft is providing one more offer, right? Like it is going to provide a videos access of around 5,000 on Unix, Linux, and shell scripting of Mr. Durga. 120 videos on that, and MySQL, MySQL, right? Around 35 videos. You'll be getting free video access once you get enrolled to this course, like Unix, Linux, shell scripting videos and MySQL videos. Around 5,000 rupees worth videos you'll be getting free access once you get enrolled for this, right? Any queries from your side? Any queries you got? Tomorrow also everyone can attend the session same time at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. using the same link to see more discussion on this. From tomorrow, I'll be just going with the technical things. Just I'll be starting with the things. Any queries you got, anyone, as part of Python course and other things, right? Anyone can ask your queries, right?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So for the database developer, like Azure Databricks, so do we need to learn all the content from the Python, or is there any specific content for the database
This is
developer?
this is enough, right? Python. Who wants to go for data side, like data engineering or data science or data analyst? This is enough. No need to go for
Okay,
this.
this is
No need to.
better for the database application, right? Python,
The
the first
one
one.
this is fun one core and advanced. This first one is enough. This is not required. People who wants to go
So,
for data
mhm.
engineering or for data science or data analyst, this first thing is enough. These all are not required.
Okay. So you mean you'll start first Python, the core Python. This is the you start first, right?
Yeah, first I'll be starting with this.
Okay. Okay, that's
Okay, any other queries, right? Anyone? What? Okay.
basically the first part. How many days it will take for
Uh,
Python?
2 months.
So core Python 70 hours. It around so 2 months. Okay.
60 to 70 hours, 2 months it takes.
Mm-hmm.
So for
Okay.
here, I said, okay, someone asking, right? In the total project, we'll be developing some applications, right? Along with that, one project I'll be discussing as the e-commerce related project. Yes. Sudhanshu, right? Yes. E-commerce related project. One project we'll be discussing, and we'll be discussing many applications, right? Okay. Okay. Any other queries you got, anyone, right?
Completely online, or sometimes you can come to office
Yes. No, no.
class.
It's totally online. It's totally online class.
Mm-hmm. So is there any chance to discuss any doubts or personally to come and discuss? Is there any chance?
WhatsApp group is there. If you still want anything, right, you can interact there. WhatsApp group will be there. So I'm creating a WhatsApp group for my batches where the students directly can interact with me.
Is it not possible at least sometimes weekly or monthly twice, like to a classroom session?
Classroom, it's not a classroom session, totally online session. It's not anything. So everything
It's
is
completely. Mhm.
completely online. No classroom.
Oh,
Okay. Fine.
okay.
Any others? Okay. So still, if you got queries also, you can ask in the tomorrow session. Tomorrow I'll just go. Tomorrow, people from non-programming or zero programming, right? You can just check how simple the Python statements. Tomorrow I'll be showing you some Python snippets and other things, right? You can check with that. Today just I will giving overview of Python. What are the importance of Python? Its features, its advantages, right? Yes. Tomorrow you can see in the technical aspects how simple the Python statements. Okay, fine. So if there are no other queries, if I'm done with the queries, then I will sign off for now. Meet you tomorrow, same time at 7 p.m. using the same link to see more discussion on this, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank
Good.
you.